So using flower power, you can rewrite this without the radical. We're going to do the same thing with this guy right here. And now I'm going to show you guys two ways to do this. And you guys tell me which way you guys like the most. Alright, so let's rewrite this as log. And then we're going to have x to the third, y to the second, divided by 10 times z. And we're going to raise this to the 1/2 power instead of having the square roots. Alright, so the first way. Let's see. The first way we're going to do in orange. Alright, so first, let's get rid of this parenthesis exponent by multiplying it to all the inside exponents. And so it's going to look like this. We have a log, and then we have an x raised to the 3 over 2, y to the, oh wait. 3 times 1/2, that's 3 over 2, right? And what is 2 times 1/2? That's 1, so I put a 1 right there. And then what is, that's a 1 on the 10, right? It has an exponent of 1, and so does a z. And so we have a 10 to the 1/2 power, and we have a z to the 1/2 power. And I know you fraction phobes out there. The technical word is fractiphobia. Some of you guys have fractiphobia, and you see this and you start freaking out. Guys, fractiphobia is not something to be mocked, you know. I'm just joking. Here we go. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is, since this whole top is being divided by this whole bottom, I'm going to rewrite it with subtraction. So I'm going to write log of x to the 3 over 2 times y, and that's inside of that log, and then minus log of 10 to the 1/2 z to the 1/2, and that's all going to be inside of that log. So I'm kind of writing a skinny right there because I ran out of space. But so now, after I get rid of the division, I turn that to subtraction. I have to do some more expanding to get rid of these multiplying things inside the logs. If you guys have multiplying inside of a log, what do you change it to? Addition. So we're going to say this equals log of x to the 3 over 2 plus log of y. Now I just did the first part. Let's do the second part. Now the second part's weird because you see how it says minus right here? Yeah. That's actually a negative log. Alright, see, plus negative. That's a negative log. Okay, so now we have to split this up with the negative log. So we have a 10 and a z, both multiplying to each other. So first thing we got is plus negative log 10, and then we have 10 to raise to the 1/2 power. And then we have plus negative log z to the 1/2 power. Now we're almost done. Do you guys see what I did so far? How I expanded?
Wait, why is it negative again?
Just remember that whatever number is in front of the log, it stays with the log when you expand. So like if I had a -5 right here, there'd be a -5 on this log, and there'd be a -5 on that log. Right now there's just a -1. So the last step is to get rid of to get rid of the exponents inside of the logs, because the directions say write with only log x, log y, log z, and then it says and numbers. Now a number could be a nice pretty number, or a number can be something like log of 42. Log of 42 is just a number, so that would fall into this category, the numbers category. Alright, so let's come back to this. Let's finish it. Let's drop those exponents. So we have 3 over 2 times log x plus log y. I'm going to change this. Instead of saying plus negative, I'm just going to say minus 1/2 log of 10. And then we have minus 1/2 log of z. And do you guys know what log of 10 is? Uno. And so we multiply the -1/2 by uno, and then we would be finished. But I'm not going to rewrite this whole thing again, so we're just going to say this is our answer. So that's one way. Here's another way. I'm going to do this one in green. Alright, now for this way, instead of multiplying this 1/2 to all the inside exponents like we did with the orange, because this power is on this whole thing inside of this log, we can drop the power. And so now it says 1/2 log x to the third y squared divided by 10z. Alright, so let's do it to it, people.
Mr. Patey, can we do that same
So let's get rid of this division right here. And that 1/2 stays with that log. So we have 1/2 log of x to the third y squared plus, no, I'm sorry, it's division, right? Yeah. Minus 1/2 log 10z of 10z. All right, so after that part, oh yeah, just a reminder, you guys can go back. You guys can go back to the lesson summary. It gives you all the properties. All right, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are really going to be heavily used right here on these problems. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have this stuff inside of a log and this stuff inside of a log. Can we split those dudes up? Heck yeah, dilly dogs. All right, you just got to remember, this 1/2 is going to stay with that log, and this negative 1/2 is going to stay with that log when you split it up. So this multiplication right now is going to split up with an addition, 2 logs. So we have 1/2 log of x to the third plus 1/2 log of, what's that, of y to the second power. You guys see what I did so far? All I did was split up this part. That's how I got this. Now I'm going to split up this one. But this time there's a negative 1/2 attached to the log. So I'm going to say plus, and I'm going to have negative 1/2 log of 10 raised to the, no, there's no power on the 10. So it's just 10. And then we have the z. So we have plus negative 1/2, oh man, I'm running out of space, log of z. Okay, I know, it's kind of smushed right there. Sorry about that. Okay, so this part right here came from this guy right here. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, now there's one more thing that we got to do. We got to take those exponents inside of those logs and drop them as if they were hot. Drop them like the hot. Drop them like the hot. Patey! Dun, 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 dun. No? No? Okay. Okay, so we got 3 over 2. How did you get 3 over 2? You see this 3 right here? Right here. I'm multiplying that 3 to the 1/2 power. And that's how I get 3 over 2. And then I have a log of x plus, and now take that 2 right there and multiply it to the 1/2. What is 1/2 times 2? I feel like I've done this before. It's just 1. And then we have log of y. And then we have a, wait, what's after that one? Yeah, okay, got my hand right here. All right, what's log of 10? Uno. So we have negative 1/2, and times 1 would just be that. And then we have the last one. We have this negative 1/2 is going to just stay because there's nothing on that z. So we have minus 1/2. We have log of z. This, my students, would be your answer because we wrote it only with a log of x, a log of y, and a log of z. Oh yeah, and there's your number. That's what the directions say that you're supposed to do. So which way did you guys like better? Did you like the orange way or the green way better? Now it's so big, it's so massive. Now understand this, I write more than what I would probably write if I were a student, if I was just solving this. Because I'm trying to do every step, just one step at a time so I can drag you along with me. Okay, look at where we started. This ugly radical thing. How did I get rid of that radical thing? I made it to the 1/2 power instead. So no more radical thing. Okay? Why is it 1/2? Because of flower power. I mean, this is a root of 2. Oops. This is a root of 2. We don't normally write the 2, so if there's no number there, we know that's a root of 2. See, this one right here has a root of 3. That's why I wrote 1 over 3. And so this would be 1/2, an exponent that's 1/2. Okay, the top is the power, the bottom is root. That's why it's flower power. Okay, so I got rid of the radical, and then I have an option to make. I can multiply all the inside exponents to 1/2 to get this up here, or I can drop the 1/2 because the 1/2 is inside of this log. So I personally probably would drop the 1/2. That's just my opinion. That's what I would choose to do. And then after that, we have this stuff inside of the log. It probably would have been better if I put parentheses around that so you can see that this is inside the log. Okay, and then I first got rid of the division because it's a ginormous fraction, and I don't want to work with a ginormous fraction, so I changed it to subtraction. Notice that the 1/2 stayed with it on this one. Up here was different because I distributed the 1/2. So we just have a a negative, a minus log. The 1/2's already in there. So anyways, then after that, I split up the insides. And after I split up the insides, I have all this addition, and then I drop the exponents. So there's really only, besides the power thing, changing this to a 1/2, there's really only 3 steps I did. The first step was get rid of this, change the division to subtraction. And so then instead of 1 log, then I had 2 logs. And I changed the multiplication side of these to addition. Oh, that's hard to read right there. And so that gave me the 4 different logs. But this log went away because it was log of 10, and log of 10 is 1.